on exit. Another gain speed, right, Rusty? Because you're releasing the wheel and you're taking away some resistance.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, if you don't bind that car up, you're going to get more speed. We're watching Brad's car here. There was speculation that a lot of people were hearing him shifting, and we follow him along. I don't see it right now. I'm not saying that can't happen, but I haven't seen that happen here.
But I heard Carl talking about it during doing because there's a big separation between third and fourth gear. But with the new rule, they're running a 411 gear this year. In the rear.
Now they have some heat in them.
And that's 11 points less than last year. They ran a 422. These guys are screaming for more RPM. So maybe what he said was, hey, I'm going to grab third momentarily in the middle of the corner and try to jump up alongside him. Maybe that's what worked.
Well, maybe that did happen if the cars got slow enough on the restarts down the middle of the corners. That could have happened.
Brendan Gaughan with a problem now. Gaughan dropping back from the 10th position now, and he's dropping down to the inside of the racetrack. Puff of smoke I thought I saw there too. Allgaier goes around. Wise is getting around. Brendan's in trouble.
It looks like a left rear tire.
And possibly, you're talking about shifting, possibly stuck in third gear, and I guess he'd get there because he was trying to shift down in turns 1 and 2.
Well, if he got stuck in gear, he's definitely trying to shift then.
Yeah. The command of the obvious right there, as Carl now seems vulnerable in the 60 car. Here goes Kevin trying to get underneath. And there's Brad Keselowski. They haven't lost touch with the leader, and he's going to make the pass. Carl doing a switchback. Little crossover move there, and Carl gets second back going into turn 3.
Carl, they do, but let me tell you, when you're sitting in the seat that Kevin Harvick's sitting in, that's aggravating.
Boy, watch that 60 car dance in the tail. When you get right up alongside of a car, it makes you loose. And Kevin's got that baby packed down on the right side of Edwards, making it rough for him right now. But hey, we only got 26 laps to go. These guys can't give anything up at the moment.
Carl doing what he was doing on the outside to Brad Kay, now on the inside, trying to battle with Harvick for that second spot. Of course, Keselowski's loving this because you guys mentioned it earlier. Them racing, that gives him a chance to pull away.
Sure does. And he is. And
still this battle goes on. Harvick on the outside, and Menard now moving up on them for the in the 4th spot, trying to catch them.
Yeah, just like Ricky said, when you run side by side, you're really slows you both down. So hey, anybody betting that we're going to have another caution?
It's possible. It's happened a lot this year with just 25 to go here at Gateway. Two laps to go here at Gateway, and the caution is out for the 4th time. Ryan Truex in trouble.
Got away from me.
Man, I hate that too. He was having such a good run all night long.
Let's see what happened, Rusty. Look at the right-hand side of your picture.
See that, guys? Nobody around him. Just gets in hot and loses it.
Pretty bumpy getting into turn 1. Tires getting a little heat on them, getting aged.
You know what could be happening? A lot of times, Ricky, I believe that when the front brakes start going away, it starts locking up the rear wheels.
Great point.
That's a speculation on my part.
Yeah,
that
I just
might
got
not
to
happen.
one. It's been getting looser and looser as we went. I just went to one and it just freaking went around.
And he was running 10th, guys, so this was a great run for Truex. Not only had he gotten the laps in, not only had he kept from wrecking it, he was running really well. All right. Does anybody come down pit road?
Yeah, I know one car coming. He's trying to shift, and he's got that thing jammed up in third gear.
They're all going to do it. Fresh tires ready to go, and our leaders can't say no to that.
20 to go. Paul Wolf says we'll get a caution with 20 to go. I'm coming, and it's 21 to go.
And he said 4 tires. Now, if he takes 4 tires and 3 or 4 cars take 2, that's going to be exciting.
I think he's got to have him, doesn't he?
Well, now we're confident now.
Mike does. Mike?
And lots of debate in the Kevin Harvick camp whether to stay in or come out. Ernie radioed to Kevin moments ago that he thought the right thing was to stay out. Kevin overrode him and said, we're on pit road. The team is up on the wall. We anticipate a 2 tightly on that car. Shannon?
Mike, Carl Edwards wants to be tightened up a little bit. They're going to go 2 on the track bar. They told him not to slide his tires. 2 tires for Carl Edwards. Doc.
Right side tires only for Brad Kay. They asked Brad how you like the car. He said the car is good, but I'd rather play offense than defense. Let's pit. So he made the call, 2 right sides only.
And look at Menard picking up 2 spots with his 2 tire stop. Harvick lost 1 and Edwards lost 1. So great stop for the 98 crew.
Now we've had some cars stay on the racetrack too. See, Trevor Bayne stayed on the track.
Yeah. Watch the 98 coming out of the pits here, guys. screaming.
Whoa! He took his lane and a little bit of Harvick's. That one in the race off of pit road. Pretty aggressive, but pretty good move by Paul Menard.
And he's depending on the spotter there. The spotter will tell you who's outside of you. He'll say low lane or high lane.
Well, this is the 5th straight race this season with a caution in the last 25 laps, and by golly, all our leaders came in for tires. Well, here at Gateway, we've seen some interesting strategy play out. The top 6 cars did not pit. Brad Keselowski won the race off of pit road, but Trevor Bayne stayed out, Reed Sorensen, Ricky Stenhouse, Shelby Howard, and Brian Scott, the top 5 cars actually, all stayed out. And it is Bayne who will lead us to green, guys.
And those guys got about 25 laps in their tires, so let's see how good they hold up.
They were also debating about which line he should take, because we've seen an interesting set of circumstances with the inside or the outside. He chose the outside.
So with less than 20 to go, you're going to see some aggression back here. I'm pointing back 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. And it's going to get really exciting.
Well, if you look back there, the 3rd car on the inside line, that is Brian Scott, the 11. That green car, that's the last car that did not take tires, just to his outside. Brad Keselowski with the 2 fresh right sides, and then everyone else of the lead pack on back from there. So that's where it's going to get interesting right away.
Things are going to get busy. Because when those front guys don't have the speed, those guys in the back, it really causes havoc, especially getting down into turn 1. They'll try to make it 3 wide off of turn 2. We saw it in the truck race this afternoon. Really bogs them down.
Somebody will force the issue here.
4 of those top 5 have never won a nationwide series race. The guy in the 32, he's won twice here. We'll see with 17 laps to go when they come to green. Who is it going to be? Trevor Bayne, 18 to go, 17 this time by. Trevor Bayne will lead him down, and he gets a good jump on Sorensen. He maintains that position, guys, but here comes Sorensen back on the inside.
One of the problems you have staying out on old tires, you got to clean them off really well under caution. And it looks like both those guys slipped a little getting into turn 1.
Here's the shuffle we were talking about. Keselowski is clear. Harvick is clear. Now Stenhouse getting eaten up by the 98 of Menard. While this goes on, we should tell you that Matt DiBenedetto has been treated and released from the infield care center. So the driver of the 20 is okay. But now Mike has caught up with Matt.
Yeah, and he just walked out of the care center, Dave, rather slowly. We saw the images as you got out of the race car and sat down on the infield grass. Looked like you were pretty dazed. How are you?
Sore. I'll be fine. I got to thank all the Pizza Ranch folks, everybody at Gibbs for such an opportunity. I mean, we had a good car, just being patient, biding our time, and thought we had a good run. Something happened there off of turn 2, and I'm not sure whether something broke or a tire went down, but I absolutely could not hang on to it. So unfortunate, it tore up 2 of our race cars. I feel bad.
Matt DiBenedetto did walk out of the care center rather slowly, but Dave, very good to see him walk out.
Now, you're right about that, Mike. We're watching the battle for second now between Keselowski and Sorensen, and Shelby Howard is up out of the groove. Remember, he did not pit, has older tires on there, and now all those guys, with the exception of leader Bayne and 3rd place Reed Sorensen, they've kind of been disposed of. Well, right now the leader's car owner is standing by with Doc.
Yeah, let's ask Michael Waltrip. Michael, you opted to keep your driver Trevor Bayne on the racetrack and not pit. Why?
I'm just real proud of the team. That was a great call. All the guys on the out pit crew team lined up and said, Jerry, that was a great call. We didn't want to make it. We're glad you did. Our car was as good as it had been on that last run, and so Trevor wanted to stay out. Jerry decided to do that, and I think it's going to parlay us into the best finish we could have possibly got. We can't run with the 22 or the 60, but outrunning everybody else right now.
Well, what a gutsy call by Jerry Baxter.
And his young rookie still has the lead right now, but Keselowski is there.
You know, you got to agree with Michael, because, I mean, he was back there 5th or 6th. Oh, Harvick in the wall.
Yeah, that's it.
Whoa.
And that is a big hit for Kevin. He is on the backstretch, just on the exit of turn number 2. As caution comes out for the 5th time. He was running 4th when this happened, guys. Trying to get it refired.
It had the appearance of a down right front.
Man. And this was one of the cars coming into the day. Looked like he had An odds-on shot for the win. Had led laps tonight.
There was an opening in the back.